latency is good.
Yeah.
Lately, since I've been streaming Chrono Cross, I've had really good latency with that game.
That's good. Alright, let me look at the Twitch. TV.
Okay, let's see.
Alright, and the sound is good. Yeah.
Oh, you hear me on the Twitch stream? Oh, I finally see myself.
Yeah.
Ah, my testicle got sore. What the hell?
Oh no.
Like, you ever had like a foot cramp?
Yeah.
Imagine a foot cramp on your like testicle.
Oh god. Okay, yeah, I can see it now. Oh my god, that static is very...
Yeah, it's powerful.
Yeah. Wait, so why would a blue controller do that?
It just means that the controller was a bit faulty. The Navy controller I have doesn't have the static issue that's present in this controller, but at the offset, that controller had drift.
Yeah.
Let me try to get a level up really soon. Let's see.
Anything else happen in New York or no?
Not really. I haven't gone to any strange locations. That was really Cortland, which Cortland is already infamous. Like, I had like friends in high school who were from Cortland. One time in spring break, one of my other classmates actually saw him when he like dropped out. I had a friend named like I'm gonna just call him Jafari, first name only. But anyway, Jahi saw Jafari in a school trip. Not a school trip, like in spring break. And Jafari robbed him. Which is like funny as shit, cause like Jafari would never rob me, since him and I are like super close friends, but so was Jahi and Jafari. So I guess that just means I was a little bit closer to him.
Did they get in trouble or?
It wasn't like school, it was spring break, so
Okay.
you know, I guess he went to the area just to like there's a couple things in Cortland. There's like a Burger King there, there's like a strip mall. So maybe he went there to like shop and then he got robbed. How your classmate rob you?
Yeah. Also, how no one find out? Like.
He talked about it to the teacher, but it was like, you know, who cares? Because that dude, by that point, like, he dropped out of school, so it's not like he was a student there anyway, so they can't really, like, you know, bring him in and talk to a parent.
I remember, like, I don't know, I mean, they always have, like, a parent come on a trip, and it's like, you gotta, I mean, I wonder if parents ever feel like, oh, that kid did something.
I mean, the thing is that, like, Jahi had bad luck, because I remember one time, he told me that, and this was also in a similar vacation in that same school year, he went to Virginia. So, he went to Virginia with his family, and I guess they went to a Walmart and they left him behind. And it's like in the car while they were like shopping with his brother, and two guys broke in the car and tried to like drive out, and his brother actually like beat both their asses. So one of the reasons I think Jafari wouldn't like try to rob me if we ever saw each other was that First off, whenever he knew that if he wanted money from me, he could just ask. So there was no point in like stealing it from me. Or I guess like sometimes I would tell him no, like towards the end, because why would I give him money?
Yeah.
But day like all he get money from me would just ask. The other thing is that one time in 2009, so we're both 14. We were playing a game of basketball together, and we bonked heads, and we were both in serious pain. And he was like, "Man, what the thing? What's in that thing?" Because it was like, first off, that shit hurt, but second off, I have a big ass head, so.
Yeah, like how did you not like get or like ow that hurt?
So think about it like this, like I bonked his head technically, and he didn't fight me, so.
Oh no, he has lightning. What the hell?
That was weird. One thing I don't like is that come dead bodies in this game, they like turn into these like walls, and you can't like roll for a bit until like your death animation finishes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I think that he would never like jump me, because like normally in the hood, if you like hit someone or you know, collide in them, that starts a fight. But
yeah,
kind of collided, and in the most painful way possible, he didn't fight. He didn't like try to do anything with me.
Wow. Oh yeah, what is that worm thing?
The parasite that like came out.
Yeah.
If you kill those things, like they're like entrails, like, you know, parasites.
Huh.
They just like start attacking you. Okay. I don't mess with them because they don't give key and they're difficult to hit the ground.
Yeah. Big old weird giant thing. I don't know what that is. What is that thing?
What thing are you talking about?
The giant thing.
The one that was like chucking boulders?
Yeah.
It's just like an enemy in the game. Like, I don't know the names of these enemies because there's no bestiary.
Yeah.
It's not like The Legend of Zelda where you would get the enemy names in the booklet.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of video games nowadays don't really have booklets because you can just look everything up on GameFAQs.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, I still see like Nihon and Falcom, for their games they still have instruction booklets, but everyone else, not really.
Yeah.
But I think the only reason Nihon and Falcom does instruction booklets still is because they have these like complex universes, so you need a map to see where every country is at.
Yeah.
So really the instruction booklet is just an excuse to give you a map.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know, nothing came out in news recently, but like, I wonder like, how do they talk about like, oh, a man, I don't know, a man went insane and chased a cat or something weird.
I mean, like Florida Man news, like stuff like that.
I don't know.
The thing is, like, you gotta keep in mind, there would be a lot of posts like that for something like New York Post, but New York Post got like banned on Twitter, so you gotta get it from the source.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So where's Upper Cathedral Ward?
Yeah, I just feel like there's not like any more good, like, I don't know, like that Senate story anymore. Nothing new.
I mean, there's like a lot of fight videos I see on the internet now. Like, Twitter's algo used to like avoid showing me stuff of that nature, but I guess it's a lot more accepted now, whereas, you know, back in the day, if you had like a channel that was uploading fight videos, it would get banned on the dot. Instagram is like that, OD. You can't really see a lot of fight videos. Oh, Poseidon sent us a message. Well, actually, he sent me a message.
Wait, what?
Poseidon sent me a message.
Oh, okay. Is he...
Actually, if you think about it, he joined right on time.
Yeah.
If he does join, because like, he asked me like a question about like if I have a game, which I don't.
Yeah. But is he coming to join or?
No, I just asked him like in the moment so he can like come through if he wants, and he said okay, and gave a thumbs up, but.
Okay.
I don't know if that's okay as in I understand or okay as in I'll come through.
Yeah.
Oh, jelly heads.
No, I don't understand, like, why. Like, recently when Elon bought Twitter, like, why would anyone buy Twitter? It's so bad.
Hey, he bought it because he didn't like all the censorship that was happening. I mean, think about it. Like, I got banned on Twitter for 5 months.
Yeah.
And I had to appeals to convince them I'm a real human being. Think about how frustrating it is to struggle to explain to a robot that you're human, and the robot doesn't believe you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know, like Twitter came out, what, 2000, mid-2000?
It came out 2006.
Yeah. I don't know, it just seems like investing in that, like, you could invest in many other things, but like Twitter.
I mean, the creator of Twitter doesn't even invest in... He left.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of other stuff he'd rather do, like convince Africans to get Bitcoin.
God, all these chili.
So this boss fight is interesting. It's basically a one of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. Boss fight. You gotta find the one that's not like the other.
Yeah. But also, like, why are they all swarming on you?
You know, this game doesn't really do like explicit storytelling, so you gotta like do menuing to figure stuff like that out, but basically, you know the enemies that turn to Cthulhu monsters? They do it because they're people that became super enlightened and intelligent, whereas these guys were the opposite end of the spectrum. They had all their intelligence taken from them.
Yeah. Oh, I found them. Okay, the big one. Wow,
that was actually a little too easy.
It's just like one guy.
You're right, because it's not really a good investment to invest on owning Twitter because these platforms are on a loss. You actually lose money on them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even like I don't know what the basic investing, like when you invest in something, but like I don't know, like people complain about Twitter and like no one's fixing it, no one's gonna make it like clean or safe or whatever.
Well, the big thing and why a lot of these like journalists are the whole Elon Musk thing is because they actually like how the ban waves and people getting censored, stuff like that, because they want speech to be a lot more controlled. They want to prevent misinformation, but the reason a guy like Elon Musk could want to buy Twitter and make it less censored is because it's an overcorrection.
Yeah.
Obviously, a guy like me who got banned for a long time, and I didn't even say or do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Stuff like that happens all the time. Back in the day when that ban wave happened, people on Reddit were like, yo, how do I get my Twitter back?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, I feel like, when you're... Like, when there are rules that aren't really clear, or they're, like, trolling, or, like, bad behavior, no one really says, like, oh, you didn't write and find the print, you can't do, you know, all this stuff.
There are a lot of enemies like this that like try to come at a corner. Well, yeah. I think what you're trying to say is that it's like this. When you break the law and you didn't know you did something illegal, you still gotta like pay the fine. Like if I don't know, open a lemonade stand and I get sued for that.
Yeah.
I didn't know it's illegal to open a lemonade stand without a license. But, you know, you still get caught with that. Well, similarly, in a place like Twitter, it's like, they make it vague when, like, some people can break the rules and they don't really get in trouble for it, but other people, like, there's clearly double standards and things of that nature going on. And sometimes you get banned and you don't even break the rules.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird medium, or like a mixture of like, there's some people who are like super nice and some people who are like really rude, and it's like, with whatever kind of place, whether it's Twitter or a forum or Reddit, it's like, well, no one's, you know, you have a mix of 50 angry people and a mix of 50 happy people, like, no one's saying, can't we all be happy? You know?
I mean, I don't know, because I do think that there should be a place for me to like just curse somebody out online, because sometimes I hear people and I'm like, yo, I really wish I could just like cut your ass, but I know that if the minute I start insulting you, I'm gonna get the 2-week suspension or 2-week ban for telling you what no one else has the balls to tell you. That's why, like, some people say that, like, you know, they feel brave online, they can say things that they wouldn't say in real life. I'm the other way. Like, I really try to avoid starting shit with people online, even if they're like instigating it, because, you know, I'll get in trouble. If you tell me that I'm like a poopy face, I got no penis, my forehead is big as hell, and I'm dumb as hell too, and then I start insulting you back, now I'm the one who's like being mean and the bully and and I'm like suspended. Whereas in real life, like, I feel like the playing field is more leveled.
Well,
there's no double standards.
I mean, it's also kind of like, I mean, the basics are, you know, no one's supposed to say the N-word or like, you know, whatever, but it's like, I don't know, like if you got a job and some guy worked there, he's like, oh, hey, N-word, and you're like, why'd you say that? Like, I don't know.
I mean, with the A in the end, the thing is, a lot of dudes like use that as a term of endearment, and there's actually, you don't get banned for it with the A in the end, but you do potentially lose your job if you say that and you're white or Asian or a non-black Hispanic. Okay, so when is the boss fight gonna start?
Oh my god, what? He's just sleeping.
I hate these type of boss fights where I gotta hit the guy to start the fight, because it makes me feel like a bully, like I'm the aggressor.
Yeah. Wait, okay, yeah.
Abriatus, okay.
He's like, I'm up. Also, it's weird they call his daughter, it's like, how do you tell the daughter?
Because it was probably a human woman before it changed.
But I mean, again, like, how do you know it's a woman versus, I don't know.
And you know, the thing is like feminine.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing this fight all types of wrong.
I can't tell if it's
Hold
like
up.
getting up.
Okay, can you get up, man?
Yeah.
Dude is way too slow.
Yeah. Wow, we just like he's barely moving. How are you winning so fast?
Hold up. Let me get my stamina up, and you see that fight was.
Yeah.
People say that they get stuck on that fight, like they try that thing like 30 times and they still lose.
Yeah.
I guess it's because they maybe do it like alone without the other party member, the AI I recruited.
Yeah.
So maybe that fight is actually harder if you don't have someone by your side, but as you can see, if you just flank Ebriatis, like she doesn't have like an AoE move or anything to really like stop you from doing anything.
Yeah. I mean, how'd you win so fast? Like,
Because I just kept hitting Ebriatis until she died.
yeah. I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, Vanward and...
I mean, obviously, if you use a racial slur, that's something that's formalized enough that you could probably get banned. I'd say, like, if you call someone that, then that's like grounds. Like, if you just use it as like a, you're reading a book, and in the book it says that shouldn't be. You shouldn't get in trouble for that, but you probably will be because the robot that's like hearing it is just hearing the word and not reacting to it.
Wait, if there's a book and you're reading it out loud, wouldn't that be weird?
Let's say that you're reading a book or an article out loud, and the article has that word and you use it, or you're reading like a text message, like what happened with Joe Rogan. That I don't say you should get like in trouble for, because it's like the problem isn't the word, it's using a slur.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the spider balls.
I don't even know what I was.
I don't know. I mean, I'm in terms of like you reading it, and your teacher goes, "All right, we're reading a very vulgar book," and then she goes, "Read the book, but don't say the N-word." Like, is that okay?
Why are you talking about school? We're talking about the topic of like online,
Yeah.
things you can get banned for.
You
got caught in like if you're reading a book online on Twitch, or an article on Twitch or something like that, and then it says that. I'd say that's not the grounds for like getting someone in trouble, but generally it's just that people get like censored way too much on these platforms, and it's usually for stuff you do outside the platform. It's like, okay, this person's kind of infamous outside the platform, let's give them the boot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, both in real world and online, be careful, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, like, Donald Trump got banned on Twitch, I think.
Why was he even...
Streamed on Twitch? The answer is no.
Why would he have Twitch in the first place?
He made a Twitch account.
Oh my god.
He makes accounts everywhere, just, but he gets banned on... So you can get banned on stuff like, I got an email I think a year ago that Twitch dudes were basically the admins and the guys in charge are cooperating with law enforcement to make sure that no dangerous people are on the platform. So they're checking like if you have like a criminal record or you've said crazy shit outside of Twitch. That's a little too much, man.
Yeah.
I could understand if it's like, okay, if you're like a predator, you're out for like little kids and that's why you want Twitch. But aside from that, like even those dudes can use like platforms.
Yeah.
So it's really just for like what you say on the internet. Like if you start talking about medical stuff and you have a controversial opinion on that.
Yeah.
I could picture that's grounds for someone to try to ban you.
I mean, even
opinion on anything that's like controversial.
Yeah. I mean, even like there's a link I sent, but like it's weird how like they're talking about women have a glass ceiling on Twitch.
Oh, like the wall? Yeah, that like, stuff.
Sorry, what?
Like, are you talking about the wall where, like, after 30 days they stop being attractive and stuff like that?
I don't. Well, it's not. I don't know on Discord, but
because that's okay. Let me make sure those enemies aren't looking at me. So
yeah.
Before. Oh, never mind. I gotta kill his ass.
But is there a difference between your... Oh, shit.
Okay. Somehow I must have drawn aggro. Okay, let's see what this article you're talking about. Top Twitch streamer says women can hit.
I mean, that's kind of true.
Okay, so... Oh, she's... I thought you were talking about stuff that would get censored. What does this have to do?
Well, no, it made me remember about Twitch and, like, how... I don't know. I mean, women... A glass ceiling is what? Like, is that different from...
A glass ceiling is like... Well, what can't you do with a ceiling? You can't go above the ceiling. Because it's an obstacle. There's like a roof, so basically she's saying that it's easier for women to get popular than men.
Yeah. But
then after a point they have a lower ceiling, so a man who does like, perform better can like, I don't know, he gets more reach, he can like get more followers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I guess they have a lower ceiling.
Yeah.
But it's a ceiling that you can like break through.
I mean,
I don't know how true that is, though.
I don't know if, like, I mean, I don't see men, unless they're gay, like, getting attention, probably. Right?
I mean, like, the kind of thirst that... Well, actually, not even thirst, because I think what it is a lot of times with... some people just, like, following girls, like, it hits a different part of her brain.
Yeah.
Like, even, like, VTubers.
Yeah. Well, aren't there VTubers who, like, I don't know, I mean, they're intentionally trying to, like, I don't know, be weird and flirt and all that?
They're trying to be flirty, but, like, I think people just like following women, even like, attracted to them.
Yeah. Well,
like, I guess like it hits a part of their brain.
Yeah.
Makes them want to have kids or something like that. Like, oh, that person might not like. It might not be that they want to like get with the girl. It might just be that they want a daughter or something like that. Like.
Yeah. Or just commitment. I don't know. I guess there's two different routes. Like, Twitch people who are like intentionally trying to be flirty and like oh, I'm gonna get more views, and then the people who want to like, I don't know, marry them. Right?
I don't get what time you talk about anything.
I mean, like, I don't know. I guess I'm just saying, like, you're talking about wanting a daughter and marrying. I don't know. Like, I feel like...
Like, it's not like wanting a daughter as in, like, you're following her because you want to, you know, make her your wife or have a kid. I'm talking about, like, she reminds you of what having a daughter would be like. Like it hits your paternal instincts, instincts to, like, have a kid and look after the kid. Because, like, some of these, like, anime girl they kind of come across as little girls, and that's probably what it is they want you to feel like, like, this person is your 8-year-old, 12-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Your teen daughter that you could theoretically have, via online. Like, you're taking care of her when you're following her and looking out for her and shit like that.
Yeah.
So there's that aspect. There's different ways of, like, using femininity to, attract an audience. Necessarily just, like, seduction.
It's true.
Because it's like, think about a lot of, like, the anime out there of, like, girls, elementary school girls that you see. It's like, there's a lot of that out there because it hits the part of your brain that goes, wow, this person's like my daughter or something. If I had a daughter.
Yeah.
It's the same reason people want to have pets, because the pet is like a surrogate kid.
Yeah. But, like, I wonder what gets more, I mean, like, if you're a woman streamer and you're like, what's better to, like, be obnoxious and funny, or just, like, borderline, like, oh, haha, I'm making this girl joke, like,
I mean, I guess it depends on your strengths, because maybe you're not a funny person at all, but maybe you just come across as, like, easy to talk to, easy to engage with, like, you're safe. So, I remember Ace of the Comic, that YouTuber, he said, like, 15 years ago, if you want to be successful on YouTube, you gotta be entertaining. And then he clarifies entertaining. I didn't say funny, because maybe you're not funny.
Yeah.
But maybe you're, I don't know, charismatic, or intelligent, or articulate, or any of these other things.
Yeah. Oh wow, okay. How many more bosses do you know?
Well, that was basically the last optional boss, so I can just pull up and fight the final boss now.
I don't know, I feel like there's so many topics to, like, whether it's like Twitch or Twitter or what people do, what people don't do. It's a lot of, like, it's funny how we started from, like, cavemen to, like, oh, something is controversial.
Yeah, our conversations can get a little on the schizo end.
Alright, yeah, I don't know what to...
Well, I guess I can fight the final boss.
Again, you may not always... I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I feel like topics change my point from one thing to another.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the point. We're doing a multi-hour stream.
Yeah. So,
let's stick to the same ethos. We're not even going to probably resolve all our conversations. Like, have an incredible thesis, or even, like, anything of analytical value. Anyway, I gotta find this old man.
Is analytical better, or no?
I mean, if we just bring up a topic but we don't give our... then what's the point of bringing it up?
Alright, well, what do you want us to talk about?
I think you're a little confused by what I'm saying.
Alright, what are you saying?
I'm just speaking descriptively, not prescriptively.
Oh, okay, so random stuff is up. Alright. Well, I've run out of ideas.
Okay, so this guy actually presents us with a choice. So we basically let him kill us and we escape the hunter's dream, or we turn it down and we stay in the dream forever. Basically extending like Bloodborne. So I'm gonna pick refuse because I want to fight this dude.
What happens if you submit?
He cuts your head off, you're free from the dream, and you can just like go back to living your normal life.
Why does the chair look like it's not fully animated?
Fully animated, you mean like fully rendered?
Yeah, rendered. Any ideas?
Stop doing that, it's annoying.
Alright, I didn't mean to.
Man, I don't really know. I mean, I guess they probably didn't want to put too many assets into it because it could probably lag up the game.
Yeah.
Oh, I got my ass beat right there. Oh, he like Marluxia. You kicking my ass.
I mean, I can ask you stuff after.
Oh. Oh. I draw distance's ass. Woo! Oh, he fucking me up. Okay, let's see. Woo!
But sometimes I
What's that?
no, I think sometimes when you're mid-block, it's hard to like talk.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I wouldn't be able to respond to you anyway. Got your ass. Oh.
Open up.
Come on. Ah, man. How do I avoid this? Okay, I did it right. Woo, he got my ass good right there. Oh, he fucking me right now. Ayo. Ooh.
There's a lot of back stuff, I forget. Also, why would you want to stay in the dream? You know,
Well, you probably want to stay in the dream because you want to keep hunting vampires. You got addicted to it, and you know, getting that insight and becoming like, you know, super intelligent.
yeah.
And godlike. But again, that's why you have multiple endings. Maybe you want to escape the nightmare.
Yeah. Maybe. Wow, we don't fit.
Yep. I never got him like lacking. But now we get to see one of the endings, and we got a bunch of EXP. So this is what happens to you if you decide to like turn him down, but you never like eat the free umbilical cords.
Yeah. Oh, it's a baby. Or a new creature. And we don't have to fight him, or?
If you eat the 3 umbilical cords, you get to rival it in intelligence and fight it. And that becomes like the final boss. But because I never ate 3 fetuses, you know, I guess I get to become its servant.
We got little... Wait, who's this person?
That's the doll.
Okay. Oh, it's the... What's character, yeah.
Yeah, the doll.
No, I mean the guy in the chair.
The guy in the chair is me.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically I get to like be its servant for life.
Yeah.
But I guess that's the end of that game. That's one of them. I can give my little review. How you doing, son?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm chilling, man. I just beat this game, so I'm ready for New Game Plus. Plus.
Plus.
Wait, plus?
Every time you beat the game, it gets harder. The first time, it's like there's a huge stat rebalance, but then every other time, the enemies are just 8% stronger.
What game are you playing?
Bloodborne.
Ooh, okay, cool.
What did you end up cooking, son?
To be honest, because it was fast, mac and cheese.
Okay.
Mac and cheese is good, man, especially if you got it homemade.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, especially with them grilled up hot dogs, just slice them up, toss them in.
Yeah, we can turn it into like a little salad with meat. That's good.
Oh yeah.
Feels like a weird Saturday.
How so?
I don't know, just like so quiet. And, I don't know.
You see, I get that, and at the same time, it stays like those where you just want to like head out to the park or something because it's just one of those perfect days, you know?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get some sunlight, some vitamin D.
Mm-hmm.
Well, should we just do more? I guess. How long does New Game Plus take?
New Game Plus is just playing the game again.
Alright. Unless you want to do Tsushima later, for now.
That credits thing was a little... it didn't hit, man. Like, compared to Dark Souls credits.
But do you want to do Tsushima after, or?
Like, Tsushima, let me think about that.
What other multiplayer games do you have, or is that just the only one?
Tsushima is the only multiplayer game I play.
Okay.
I mean, you could just I'm trying to think. Wait, can't you do?
Wait, what
like,
about Dragon Ball Fighters?
Ooh, that I think I have. Yeah, I have that.
Okay, then I can probably play you on that.
Okay. I'm down.
Yeah.
I love playing Injustice 2 because they have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in it.
I didn't even know that. I thought it was just gonna be DC characters and MK.
Yeah, they got TMNT, they got Raiden. The other ones are basically the same DC, like Darkseid and Black Manta.
Have you ever seen these in your dream? You ever had a dream like this where you're laying up and you see a motherfucker like that?
Oh god.
Like, it got horns, it got like the Baphomet thing, like.
Wait, are you a baby or what is he? Why is he in a crib? Why is he in a crib?
He's not in a crib, he's like in a stretcher, like, you know, for a surgical operation.
I was like, wait a minute.
This is after your operation.
Yeah.
The one that turns you into a hunter and puts you in the hunter's dream. You got any games on your phone?
What?
Me?
Nah, it's like that joke when a bunch of little ass kids come up to you like, you got any games on your phone?
Wow. But yeah, do you want to play Dragon Ball or?
Dragon Ball would be good, because I'm gonna get my ass kicked on that game since I haven't labbed up in like 4 years. But hey, it's fun. It's something that's up my alley.
Oh yeah, Poseidon, I totally forgot about, what was that idea about the animation?
Like what animes we would want to see another season for, and what the storyline could be for them and stuff like that.
Yeah, or were we talking about that everything, like talking about anime, or?
I think so. It was that, it was DC, I think it was also the Sonic movies.
Okay, I haven't seen the Sonic movies, but yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I haven't seen them either, but keep in mind that there was a long we've gone to a movie theater. Like, I saw the first Avengers, and then I didn't go to a movie theater for like 6 years.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Well, like, I would go, like, remember when an Angry Video Game Nerd had a movie? Like, I went to the premiere in, like, Harlem. So, like, I would go to, like, small theaters that had, like, one-night-only movies, but I wouldn't really, like, go to, like, a thing where, like, a major film that was, like, out was out.
Wait, what year was that when they made the Angry Video film?
That was, like, 2014. I was even in the videos for, like, showing the sick as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I had, like, a swollen coccyx at the time.
Oh, God. But, yeah, I mean, do you want to do this boss and then play, or?
Yeah, I'll fight the first saw him, and then we can go, do something else.
Okay, I'll wait for you then, because we're in the same boat, and I don't even remember how to play.
Yeah. That lab and learn how to kick my ass, because you will kick my ass.
Maybe. Hopefully. Possibly.
Yeah.
Alright, hear me out. I got an idea. I want a full-on Sonic anime show.
There was Sonic X.
Really?
Yeah, that was like a Sonic anime. Like, I remember I told my mom 2 years ago that I was watching it. She's like, "Hey, yo, why the fuck you wasting your money on Netflix?"
Also, Sonic Riders. No, not Riders. Outsiders, I think.
Yeah. But I just want a full-on, like, head-scratching, like, it's just Sonic going, like, 20 minutes straight, like, talking about something weird, and you're like, what?
What?
There's nothing better than being touched by someone you love. But if someone touches you in a way that makes you uncomfortable, first, you get out of there. 'Cause that's no good.
What did he say?
That shit had me dead.
I wonder how many people like use that like in school class.
Yeah, that was a good YouTube thing.
Was that
Oh
like,
wow.
Was that like 90s or?
Like Steve Urkel was the voice actor for Sonic. Jaleel White, man.
Well, it looks like I completely deleted everything for Dragon Ball Fighters.
So
now
I
I'm
never got
reinstalling
the deal. I never got the DLC for that. So we just be messing with the first 24 characters. Well, 22
Okay.
in your case.
Yeah.
You know, I like them Sonic the Hedgehog popsicles, man. Them shits is good. But they always come out melted as hell.
I haven't had one.
Last time I had one, I actually took an Instagram pic of it because he just had that A. Lamau looking ass face. Woo! Hooty hoo!
Imagine if you go
Oh, you actually withstood a hit? That's crazy.
Now imagine if Sonic was Perry the Platypus.
Man, Perry, like... I remember some motherfucker told me I look like Doofenshmirtz.
What the hell?
No, I think they told me I look like Ferb, actually. Because of
Okay.
the nose. My science teacher, they told him he looked like Doofenshmirtz. Combined with Blake Griffin. Blake
Who's your
Griffith.
science teacher watching that show?
No, they just said he looked like that dude.
Hey, you look like that dude from that show.
Some,
Can you do the best Doofenshmirtz? Like the voice for him?
Perry the Platypus!
What, son?
I said I cannot do an impression of him at all.
You're gonna have to give me some of his lines and then I'm gonna have to, you know, get into it. But I gotta warm up for like acting. It's like running and shit like that.
What does he say? I don't know what he says. He's like, oh,
Perry the Platypus?
Yeah, like that shit.
That's as close as I can get.
what did Perry the Platypus was the anime?
I mean, you could give him a spin-off. Like, he's in all the episodes anyway. So it'd just be taking that segment and stretching it out into like a 20-minute Monster of the Week. Actually, if you think about it, like, Perry's the whole thing is just Kim Possible, but with, you know, a platypus instead of Kim.
True.
Make it happen.
Oh, there is one difference though. Eventually, Kim actually tells Ron, but Perry doesn't tell anyone. Or show anyone, actually.
Okay.
I think they did, yeah, but it wasn't a live action one.
I wonder if he revealed himself in the movie.
You stupid snake. Thank you.
Yo, this is
Yeah,
so satisfying when you got like a weapon that's better than Saw Cleaver. Because I'm telling you, if you go on this with like a starter weapon, this is like hard, but here I'm just like cutting through everything.
Wait, son, are you watching?
I'm not, but I will be in like 2 seconds.
What do you think of
Yeah, I'm playing Pokemon Go while I wait. And I was trying to catch the Viper, but he just kept hitting the ball away.
Okay, I thought like Snake was in your room. I was like, what?
Some people have snakes for pets. I'm not one of them. If I had to get any pet, it would either be A, a lizard, or B, a dog. And yes, in that order.
My cousin had a snake for a pet. Now and then he would come from the pet store he worked in to like get a box of mice and just like watch the snake like snap the mice's neck and then swallow him.
Alright, kiddos, this is how the snake eats its prey.
That dude, he was something else.
Communicating with the server.
You know what creeps me out about my cousin is that he looks like a combination of Barack Obama and George Bush. With like green eyes. My cousin looks like a combination of Barack Obama and George W. Bush. With like green eyes and shit like that. But his like son came out fully white. Like hair looking like Chris Jericho and shit. Oh man, like, he came out looking completely like his granddaddy.
Wait, what's this gun? What's that? Why is Gaston?
Gascon, like, remember when we fought him in the beginning of the game? Well... Yeah, you can, like, summon him out in the beginning, early on. Ah, hell nah. I got stun locked.
Sorry, Wonka, do you think they'll do Bloodborne 2 or no?
Bloodborne 2, I don't think they'll ever do it. And I don't want them to ever do it.
Why?
Because, like, the story works so well as a self-contained thing. Like, a sequel would just kind of mess up on it, unless they go, like, a really weird direction. Like, they have, like, a futuristic Bloodborne, like, in our time.
Yeah.
But if they have just, like, if they do what Dark Souls 2 did and just have, like, another cycle of... Well, we gotta kill, like, a, you know, a Great One deity.
Yeah.
So we're cursed again. That would just not be that interesting.
Maybe they should just do Bloodborne 2, but it's just a human baby and you fight a human baby. What do you think?
I mean, if they do a Bloodborne 2, it's like, the only way I could really think of, like, making it interesting is if they just change the setting up. Like, this one's basically, like, the Victorian era, like, I mean, you got a little bit of electricity going on, but maybe you can just, like, have it, like, 100 years in the future, our time.
Or the past, yeah.
Like a distant prequel, like medieval and stuff like that. That'd, like, bleed into Dark Souls.
But when is this set? In the 18...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this one just comes across as, like, 1800s, 1900s, like, Victorian era. Back when, like, men were wearing, like, tights and stuff.
I mean, they could do 1700.
I mean, I'm thinking, like, maybe, like, 1900s, like, 1960s, Beatles era.
Yeah. Beatles like Beatles.
And then, you know, you're still dealing with, like, being cursed and killing deities and stuff like that. That'd probably be the way I'd do it. Just change the time frame. Have, you know, better guns.
Sorry, son, did we hurt you?
No, you didn't.
Just.
I'm losing my thought.
Okay, that's what that is. I'm just running around trying to figure everything out for the game.
You know, they got a new, like, Kingdom Hearts Go coming out. It's
Really?
basically Pokemon Go, but for Kingdom Hearts, like, later this year, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, Eidos, I mean, hey, Square, what if you, like, did I'm not gonna...
What about Eidos?
I don't know, the Square they don't seem to want to put out anything.
I mean, they got, like,
new.
Crystal Dynamics and Eidos working on shit, but they're stuck on that horrible-ass Avengers game. Well, I don't know if it's bad for everyone, but...
I like the Avengers game.
Yeah.
Of course, I rarely play it, but yeah, I like it.
Well, I mean, the real question is how long can they go on Marvel? They gotta make a new IPC now.
Well, it's a live service, so... They'll milk it as long as people are willing to, like, invest in a new season, new character debut and stuff.
You know what they should do? They should do, like, a Doctor Strange Arkham, like an Arkham game, Doctor Strange.
I mean, Doctor Strange in the Marvel thing, he kind of fights like, what's his face, Naruto almost. He got the shadow clones and shit.
Yeah.
But they should do like a Doctor Strange.
So we could do like a Naruto Storm kind of Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
What if Doctor Strange was just like an
I mean, they could just do like a Naruto Doctor Strange would actually be pretty cool.
Naruto
you just have him do chakra
technically
dashes?
could be Doctor Strange with his the adult Naruto and everything.
But Naruto doesn't
He doesn't really need to because he could be from point A to point B faster than a portal could take him.
I mean, he does fight guys who can like do time-space manipulation and like he wins.
Definitely that too. Hey Doc, here's your retirement party. Hey, I'll take over for you. Naruto, what are you doing here? Nothing.
I was like, we could probably run down on a lot of those like MCU characters. The comic counterparts, on the other hand, I don't know if he can like win.
Yeah.
Because them comic guys are like on a different level.
What?
Yeah.
Doctor Strange with a good power level. Like they see his power.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so dehydrated.
I've got no idea.
Give me water.
Give me water before I kill you! I mean, before I do something bad.
That's the type of shit them YouTubers be saying to not get demonetized. Before I harm you!
What you can and can't say online, like,
Yeah, we were kind of talking about that, but it was like less so like what you can and can't say and like how ridiculous like some of the double standards are.
you
This man is not healing himself. I don't think he can actually. Ooh. Let me use him as much as I can then.
What if he says like random words like?
Hold up. I am trying to save this man's life for no reason.
I will save your life whether you want me to or not. That'd be funny.
That's actually like a legal controversy, like saving someone against their will. Like, can you get sued for that?
Wait, saving people or?
Saving people who don't want to be saved.
I mean, it's fully possible. People can sue other people for generally about anything today. So.
Didn't that like one person get in trouble for mouth-to-mouth resuscitation on women and get like sexual harassment charges?
That could definitely happen.
Yeah. So.
What if it's like a paramedic and they save them?
Still.
Yeah.
It's their job.
It's their job, yeah, but at the same time, people are stupid.
So you can see what paramedic. Wow.
Yeah. Sadly.
Okay.
What if I just sued Perry Bloodborne?
For what? What did he do to you?
He looked at me the wrong way.
He did, and I thought that. Remember when we doing that? I'll go.
What sword are you using?
I'm using the Holy Moonlit Sword.
Oh, okay.
It's like a reference to Kingsfield.
Okay, I never heard of it, but okay.
Yeah, old ass game from like 1995.
Oh, no wonder. Okay. I wasn't even alive then. I was born in 98.
98, yeah.
98.
98 was a good year.
Yes, it was. Especially since it was only 2 years from 2000.
What's a show that... Well, I used to say a lot of shows, but like... wasn't there a show that happened in 98 that like got cancelled?
Was there?
Let me check. Show in 1998. I'm thinking Ed, Edd and Eddy, but I don't know if Ed, Edd and Eddy's that old.
Oh, Ed, Edd and Eddy came out in 99.
Okay. Experiments Lane. I used to sign on to MySpace just to watch that anime. That was good. Wild Thornberries. Trigun. I love Trigun, man. That's like my second favorite anime. Cat Dog, Powerpuff Girls, Felicity, Dawson's Creek, Cowboy Bebop.
Never seen it.
Cat Dog was good.
Outlaw Star, Silver Surfer, Sex and the City, Power Rangers in Space.
There's just too many.
Some like Season of Elmo's World, I don't know. Life of Birds, Animorphs. Cardcaptor Sakura.
Roly Poly Oly came out in 98.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0, actually.
Wait, there's a season 0?
Yeah, Season 0 was based on like the first few manga volumes where the card game wasn't really a thing yet, so he was just challenging people to different games where he was like stealing their souls and shit.
Oh, okay.
There's two
Okay.
What if Cat Dog got their legs back?
That 70s show also, that one was solid, man.
Besides, what if Cat Dog got their legs back?
I would have no idea because I've never even seen Cat Dog, but
The only way I would think of like them no longer being conjoined twins is if people get sick of one of the characters but not the other, so they decide to make Cat or Dog. That's usually what it comes down to. Like if they want to do like a spin-off series of a character they don't even, without the character they don't like, they just like do that shit. Like remember Sam and Cat?
yep.
It's just the dog and Winslow's like, I've had enough.
Yeah, Dog, man. That's what they're gonna call it. It's like, you know what? They probably get rid of Cat because Dog because Cat's like smart one, so they probably just want to show with him.
Yeah. Unless they're like voting on it.
You know what I can picture is like SpongeBob SquarePants. Like, what if they got sick of SpongeBob the character, so they decided to like have Patrick move to some other place, and they just call it the Patrick Show. They tried doing that with like Squidward for that one episode, and he got sick of it.
What if like Plankton was good this whole time and maybe it's like a show?
Whoa, what's this? I just found something called Celebrity Deathmatch.
Oh, that shit used to have me dead.
What if they just did like a Plankton show and it was him just alone?
Forget it. I hate claymation.
What? No, Plankton.
No, I know.
About Celebrity Deathmatch. But that me laughing as a kid.
Okay.
Like, it was funny as hell.
Side, you wouldn't watch that?
Nope.
Yeah, so you don't like Robot Chicken Hider because that's claymation too.
Nope.
No, I'm not talking about claymation. I'm talking about like a Plankton full-on show.
Oh yeah, because it's you know, we're oscillating between topics, but yeah, he was talking about Celebrity Deathmatch, and you're talking about the Plankton spinoff. Oh shit, he just shot the shit out of me.
Run, boy, run! Or kill him. That works too.
Yeah. Do what I had to do.
He crossed the line when he shot at me.
Technically, yeah. I mean, I know some people were like, I remember there was like this thing that one of my like law teachers explained to me that I think in the state of NYC, if you know have to kill someone in self-defense, you gotta explain every hit. So if you hit someone 42 times to defend your life for self-defense purposes, you have to explain every hit that you did.
Okay.
I don't know about you, man, but that just means that if I gotta do some self-defense shit, I'm gonna wrap it up quickly. One punch.
If I need to, the other person's going down.
More spin-off ideas.
Huh?
Give me more spin-off ideas.
He's trying to come up with like spin-offs.
Well, I don't know. I'm still looking at all the TV shows, and there are some I haven't even heard of, like The Secret Files of the Spy Dog. That looks absolutely stupid.
I mean, why wouldn't your parents let you watch Cat Dog? Like,
No, they don't care about it, I think. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't even really sound interesting to me, so. What's martial
it's
law?
a cat and a dog. That's basically the whole show.
The show
that's
or
what martial
the
law
legal
is.
thing?
Martial law is a good show, or was a good show.
Wait, worse.
Oh, I see.
The show, what?
The show called
Law.
martial law.
I mean, I just want a show where it's like a spin-off of like, hey, one character, and then like grocery shopping or something. entire show is just them shopping. You watch it.
That would get
Someone
irritating
shopping.
fast.
It's like, remember when they used to have like comedians just driving and shit?
Actually, yeah.
So
like
yeah, you
that?
could probably have some shit like that, but with comedians like shopping or doing. That's the only way you can make it really work.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
It's like
Disastrous, but hilarious.
Chris Rock shopping, but
Oh, jeez.
You know, it works for YouTubers. YouTubers have those like videos where they just shop.
Yeah.
The like bodybuilder, like athletic ones.
it's like, okay, today we're gonna buy mangoes. Like, what?
And them YouTubers find like ways of doing like the mundane shit and making like. I remember that what's the name of that baseball player, Alex Rodriguez? When he was dating J-Lo, he used to have the most boring like 2-hour vlogs, 4-hour vlogs every day, just like going to his like family members like ballet concerts or whatever. And he would make bank off of that shit because my dad would watch all of them shits just because he's a dude who's fucking J-Lo.
Yeah, that does sound boring.
Most of it is just him being on plane rides. I'm like, yo, can you do
What's
some
so
like?
fascinating about him being on a plane ride, huh?
There's snakes on the plane.
I guess when you're that famous, like you can do anything and it'd be content.
True.
What if you were just like staring at the wall and made a YouTube video about it?
You ever see like a video of like this performance artist who just like stands still and stares at the camera and even pisses himself if he has to go?
Nope. I haven't.
Okay, I think his like channel was in that Scared Theater thing where it's featured.
Okay.
So he pissed on a wall? What?
He started pissing himself because like he didn't want to break away from staring at the so my last playthrough I never spoke to her, so I never started her quest line.
Imagine you start like staring at a wall and then like at the end of the video you're like, alright, thank you for watching.
Someone actually broke into his house when he was doing that, and he still stared at the camera. He didn't like try to break from his gimmick.
At that point, I'd turn around and look at the person. You got 3 seconds to leave my property, or your life is forfeit.
Well, it must have worked because he like left the crib.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, I didn't think about it that way because he technically was being caught on camera doing it, and he was like, oh crap.
Yeah, he was technically, and the dude who was like staying there was just staring at a camera with a creepy ass look on his face.
Wow.
You would think problem. He's trying to do like I don't want to be part of it.
Besides, what if I just stared at that wall? Would you watch that?
For about 2 seconds.
2 seconds and I'm like, thank you for watching.
Pretty much. Start the stream 2 seconds later. Okay, guys, that's everything. Thanks for watching. Have a nice.
I mean, I always wonder, like, when they end the video, like, how do they end it on such, like, a happy note, like...
Yeah. I have no idea. Was that thing a giant rat?
Yeah, this is like a sewer thing.
Okay.
Well, thankfully Jack Stein doesn't have a rat phobia the way he has with spiders.
Okay, then you should play Avengers and do the Wakanda raid.
What are you talking about?
That one has spiders?
They have spiders as big as Shelob, except the only downside is they're all mechanical.
Oh.
Well. Yeah, no, that doesn't count. That doesn't count because it's a robot. But.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not the 8-legged thing. The trigger.
Okay.
What if it was just a giant rat? It's like, hi.
Giant rat, I mean... I'd say I do, like, hate mice a lot more than, like, spiders, just because they're such a big pest in NYC, man.
Oh, look, crows. Oh, look, they did.
Gee.
I feel like someone's gonna make like a rat petition or rat revolution, like rats are free or something stupid.
Hey, it's only it's inevitable because someone stupid's gonna do something like that.
Like rat lives.
Well, you know, vegan restaurants, they don't actually like kill the roaches in there, so there's like a lot of bug infestations.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, like, all vegan restaurants, but I guess like think about it through, because it makes sense. If you're against the killing of animals, then you can't really like do like a insect repellent thing.
But how does that work? How does that work if you open up a restaurant and you don't kill anything? Like.
Well, I guess, you know, you gotta shoo off the cockroach when it gets near the burrito you're making.
You'd be like, ooh, I'm gonna throw up. I mean, how do you like the inspector like come to see a cockroach? Like, oh god.
That's what it is, cause I've been to like some restaurants where like I'm thinking, how the hell did this place get? And then this other place got like shut down.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to kind of clean up, even if you kill the plant.
No, you gotta stay hygienic.
You may not look it, but I am online, so.
Online. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, duh, you guys. Oh, jeez. Duh, I'm talking to you guys, so of course you guys know I'm online. Wow. My bad.
Stands to reason.
It's actually simulation, but yeah.
I mean, if you're not online, then that means that you're like artificial intelligence. Or...
Which would be cool, but sadly I'm not.
Have you seen the video of like the AI trying to sing? It's like all this weird stuff.
No, I haven't.
It's really weird. He's like trying to sing Smash Mouth and he's like, let me out, let me out, let me out.
Yeah, when they become like self-aware for a bit and they just start like having a panic attack because they realize they're not real and they're just there for someone else's entertainment. I mean, like, I'd be freaked out if like I became an AI, like after I passed away, like hundreds of years in the future, and I kept having to realize I'm just an AI here to like get YouTube money. I'd be like, I mean, like, I wouldn't even like be able to emote because I'd just be like a pattern, an algorithm.
At least you get paid though. But, yeah.
How can an AI get money? Get paid? What's he gonna do with the money? Am I gonna buy a burrito as an artificial intelligence?
Next thing you know, you're turning to like Red Tornado or something.
No, it's like they pay you and then they're like,
Oh yeah.
And they're like, wait, there's some money in my account.
Or something.
I mean, they can make smart AI where it's like...
Was that a flaming ball of bodies?
It was like a flaming molten bowl. I don't know what comprised it.
Okay.
What if the AI was a robot? Then he could do things.
Yeah, he's like
This
a
is
robot
true.
and he's basically like a replicant from Blade Runner, then yeah, he'd probably do some shit.
Okay, if you did turn into an AI, what would be the first thing you'd do?
Well, it depends on what the script that my brain is running on. Like, if you ever had an AI chatbot, most of them, they just, like, say a couple things, and then afterwards, you try to keep the convo going, they go, huh? I'm not programmed to, like, have a response to this.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you tell them, like, cook a burrito, they do.
Depends on how advanced that AI chatbot thing is, or... Not even, like, chatbot, just, like, AI in general. Because not all the AI are, like, equally competent.
True.
Some of them are just like a flowchart.
You made a sentient gorilla.
Jeez, don't even... don't say that.
What?
Don't say sentient gorilla. Because every time someone says that, I think of Broad.
I mean, gorillas are already sentient.
That's true.
Unless you mean like sentient AI gorilla.
It does catch it. It's like... like a gorilla catches.
Oh, I see.
Okay, who is this guy? Or that guy?
Gaskeon. This is the guy brought out when I had that fight with that other boss.
Okay.
But like, do you think he would do it? Would he do his taxes?
Have a AI do my taxes. If they can do it accurately, then yes. I mean, at that point, I don't even give a fuck if it's my taxes. Then that's the only thing I really care about. Oh hell nah! You see, I'm boxed in.
Run, Forrest, run!
What's that?
What?
What if the gorilla was on Mars?
Well then, he'd be a Martian gorilla. Which would be kind of cool and creepy at the same time.
You gotta give me like tops and work with you, like.
Hey girl, I got your banana. I hate bananas. Oh crap.
What's that smell? What do you eat?
Humans. Run!
Nah, you just eat like a leaf or something.
No, not even a leaf because there's literally nothing on Mars. So, rocks, I guess.
Yeah, apparently Mars used to have like our atmosphere, but what happened was the wind knocked it out.
What do you mean by that?
Like the wind, a storm really knocked out the atmosphere from Mars. It used to have our like same like oxygen thing.
Okay.
We'll bring it back someday.
Hopefully.
Or if you just like, I don't know, like all these what ifs.
Yeah, you're always like, what if?
Slaughter.
You gotta give me like an idea, like, like, go. Besides go.
An idea for what?
I don't know, something general. Alright. How what if you had 3 fruits and you can only bring 3 fruits on a trip? Which would you bring?
3 what?
Fruits.
A banana, the flame fruit, and the gum fruit.
Gum fruit.
One Piece. Let me think. What fruit from one actually bring? If we're gonna have like one thing, let's see.
like
whatever.
fruit.
I was gonna say the devil fruit law has, but then again, that one you can like sacrifice your own life for it. So I don't really.
Wait, there's a fruit
What about
that's
Buggy? Buggy had a good fruit.
Yeah, the chop fruit.
Yeah, chop fruit.
How can fruit sacrifice something?
Not like give someone life, but in exchange for your own, using the power of that fruit. But I don't know if I'm willing to like do that.
That's horrible. It's like, oh, your family member's dead. Like, oh no.
If you want to bring someone back to life, you can do it, but you cost of your.
Yep.
Let's see.
That's pretty dark. I forgot.
If
There
you
you
could go
go.
back and live in any timeline you wanted to, what timeline would it be?
Let me think about that.
The same day, or
It could be anywhere between the future to the very distant past.
but could you live the same day, or would you have to? How would
But
that
yeah,
work?
you can live the same day over and over again if you want.
What's the era with what's the like most safe era?
I have no idea.
Most safe era.
That's actually a tricky one. I have to think about. I was thinking like 1920s, but then that's like right before the Great Depression, 1930s. So maybe not that.
Okay.
It would have to be like a safe place, like not like the Roman Empire where everyone died. Like, the invention of the first pillow? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Gee, I'm trying to think about this shit, cause
When was the first pillow made? Okay, the first pillow was made in the year.
I think I'm 1800s. That's probably what it is. 1800s, like right after the Civil War. Not before then, man. But you know, that probably work.
Wait. It's saying that's not a pillow. What? It's saying a rock with a pillow. That's not. What?
Hey, people had to start somewhere, so they probably did use a rock as a pillow at some point.
No, I'm talking about like the first fluffy pillow.
Feathers, well. Are you gonna be willing to kill like 50 birds to make your pillow? Actually, how many birds would you have to kill to make a pillow?
I have no idea.
Alright, pillows throughout history.
My lazy ass wouldn't even bother to remove the, you know, feathers from a bird. I'd just be like sleeping on like a thing of dead birds.
What the hell? You like argue all these birds, they pick you.
Dead birds, I mean.
But they'd come after you.
Dead boydies.
Hey, you remember that president who died basically because he had like a stomach ache after eating?
Nope.
Let me actually think about that.
Okay.
Who died after he had like a cherry pie. Oh.
He had a what? Sorry, what?
Okay, let me look this. Zachary. So this, he died in July of like 1850, July 9, because he had cherries with milk. And I guess something about the cherries was like, I don't know, maybe it was the water or like whatever, but like
Maybe
he got like an
allergic to
infection.
cherries.
Okay, I found the first pillow. Besides.
Okay, when was it?
I sent a photo. It
Okay.
looks like that.
Okay,
So
first
Sleep on
pillow. Let me actually look this up.
Oh, jeez.
that. What?
It just looks weird.
Yeah. That's the first pillow.
Oh, is it a wooden thing?
Yeah.
Or no, not wooden. It's like a stone slab almost.
Yeah. But this one came out in like 1800, so.
Okay. So, it would be the 1800s because that's we started really getting in on like patent laws and copyright and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, you gonna fight in Dragon Ball or?
Yeah, I'm about ready. Hold on, let me see. Actually, show me the to Poseidon. I want to see that like a pillow.
Oh. Wait, I'll send it in Discord. Okay. The first pillow. Oh my god. Why is it not sending?
Hey, no sleeping on the job.
Oh, this
Okay,
thing? That's practically a sofa pillow, man.
Well, when did it? why
Can't
is
put
it
that shit on
telling
a bed. Actually, when I was super broke as like a couple years ago, I did have to use sofa pillows on my bed.
me? Yeah. Well, why is
Hey,
it
you
telling
gotta admit though, they're kind of comfortable. I mean, they are, but they're not.
That's right.
Why is it telling me this pillow came out in 1800s if it's not?
Because they came out in the 1800s.
But you just said it looks like something that would come out.
No,
Let me
I just
check.
said it looked ugly. That's all I said about it.
Oh, okay. Now I hear Cherby birds.
Oh, so there's actually an article, wallswithstories.com, pillows throughout history, fascinating beginnings. So back in the day, pillows weren't even for comfort. Like, bugs wouldn't crawl in your mouth while you're sleeping. Or go in your ears, which, you know, that was a big when I used to, back in the day, because, like, there was so many pest problems in my old apartment.
Oh, jeez.
Imagine,
Like, I had to run up, like a insect crawled in my ear. My stepfather had to lie to me to like say, "Oh yeah, I saw the roach. I killed it though."
oh my god, it's horrible. Oh,
So how'd you find out about it though?
Like even back then, I was like, "Oh, this guy's lying to me" and shit like that. But it was like that was legit because I felt the thing crawl on me.
Imagine like an Earth planet, but there's no bugs on the planet. We find that planet.
That would be kind of cool.
Could you even have a functional planet without insects? Like,
Well,
those things can survive nuclear warfare.
or like a planet where only we could breathe on, but bugs could die on. I don't know.
Actually, you would need insects, because insects are the ones that get the nectar from the honey.
Okay, well, how about it's only filled with bees, and that's it.
Okay, just them bees will fuck you up though. The bees are the most gangsta like insect.
Yeah, we're thinking like alien planets, so these bees would probably be as big as buses or something.
Did you know that penguins used to be like 6 feet tall?
That I did not know.
So could you imagine a 6 foot tall penguin like waddling its way trying to attack your ass with sharp ass teeth?
I'm talking about small bees, small alien planets that aren't big.
Okay, so you're talking about like bees that are like benign, like sweet ass honeybees. That wouldn't really function. A lot of people don't realize this. Like the bees that like we need when people talk about saving the bees, it's not the honeybees. Bees. So we need like a big diversity of insects to really like get nectar from honey and shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, how would it work if their bees could breathe on the planet, but every other insect couldn't breathe, and they could do the ecosystem?
So then it's just bees.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't really like work for the ecosystem. You need like a big diversity of insects. Like actually mosquitoes draw nectar from honey.
Okay, fine. Then it's just bees and
Little
mosquitoes.
flowers.
The end.
But you would need other insects to eat the bees and the mosquitoes because their populations could go haywire and destroy everything.
That's true.
Well, who's like a bee and mosquito war? And there's like them going at each other.
Well, someone would win that war. And then, regardless of who wins, that means the extinction of everyone else. So now you're thinking about like insect gang warfare and shit like that. Like, fuck that motherfucker. If I see a bee, I'm gonna shoot his ass. That's on Mosquito God.
I mean, I want to see that.
That's on Beelzebub. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. Mosquito God. Lord of Flies, Lord of Lies.
Bees like manufacture weapons. You're like, oh no.
Oh, hold on, I'm getting a phone call. I wonder who it's from. Hey? Who's this?
Wait. Wait, what?
Hey, who's this?
Who?
He's on the
Robert. Nah, this is a new number.
Okay. Well, who
I
would
take
take
it.
that word beside the bees? There's
Ever since I got a new number, like, Jamaicans just keep calling me.
Oh, sorry. What?
Ever since I got like
I
a...
would say the bees.
Oh, you still talking about bee gang warfare and shit like that?
Yeah.
But I was just saying, like, ever since I got a new phone number, like, I keep getting, like, phone calls from, like, these Jamaican Americans from New York. Hey, yo, Robert! Robert? No, I got a new number.
Sorry, no, Robert here.
Robert is actually a code name for bees.
Yeah, but I'll still, like, get, like, these phone calls from people... Like, I think in Queens, like, there's probably, like, a lot of Jamaicans there.
You know, if we ever had, like, pet bees, I'd want a pet bee.
Nope. No, I don't do bees. Nope.
No, I'm talking about, like, it's a completely stinger-free bee.
Nope, I don't do bees.
So, like, a
Don't
male
like
bee?
bees. Hate bees.
What?
A male bee, then.
Yeah. Why don't you like bees?
Stepped into a nest once.
Yeah, I got attacked by bees before. You gotta keep in mind that, like, that's dangerous. If you get stung by a bee enough, that's, like, heart failure.
Yep. That's
Alright,
why I don't like bees, because they start swarming me once I stepped into their nest.
Alright, I'm gonna manufacture a bunch of bees that aren't horrible, and then make them nice.
So like a
Genetic
little girl,
engineering,
after I stepped
man.
into their nest, I took off running, screaming.
You know, the funny thing is that, like, we did genetically engineer bees. We took the European bees and we had them breed with the African bees, and we ended up with these, like, crazy, like, hyper-violent bees that just, like, started mass murdering all the other bees.
I know, right?
So, that insect gang warfare thing I talked about actually happened many decades ago.
But if you give a bee a gun, then that's a little...
Make
You know,
tiny,
can you imagine
tiny,
the Honey Nut
tiny guns for
Cheerios guy
bees.
with a gun? Remember the Honey Nut Cheerios thing, but he had like a wand? Like, imagine instead of a wand, he had like a gun and shit.
He's like, don't you eat my fucking cereal.
No, you better eat my shit.
No, they're not.
He's like, honey, I'm home, but I killed my coworker. Oh, sorry.
Why? What'd he do?
Ain't
You're looking
nothing
me the
funny
wrong
when
way.
it comes
Oh,
to this
okay.
honey. Alright, well, I'm gonna change out the disc and we can do fighters.
Alright, cool.
When they would say, please insert disc 2 or something like that.
Yeah, the PS2 era, PS1 era. You know, it was actually crazy in like PC days. You had like 8 discs you had to switch with. Like back in DOSBox days.